3D tutorials. Today's video I will just show you the thing which is very important inside the rigging is my seat driving key or SDK. The seat driving key is a function you can just create kind of custom controller moving up, and you can just change the mesh position or the joint on current controller, and you can also use it to, if you have some of blend shape to it, you can also do this. So here I have two models, and I will also show you about the blend shape. So I just duplicate this one, Control D, go down, and that is important. You never use the freeze transformation. If you do so, the blend shape will not work. So not just go to select this one, B for smoothness, and something like this. Okay, so now we have this blanching. I want to put it to the base, so select this, shift select the object self, go to the rigging, deformer, blend shape, option box, freeze transformation. You can just name it blend shape. Great. Just test it. You can also find it here. So as you can see, now we have the blend shape. So the thing is, now I have two objects. I want to, by the one controller, moving the two, and I want also go ahead by SDK to run this blend shape to it. So how we can do the thing with this, and how we can delete and edit and kind of things. So we're starting by just the basic of things. So to find it, go to the animation key, set driving, the set driving key, and set. Here we go. You have the driver, which is the first controller, which is controlling all the other, and you have the driver. So we select this, load the driver, and select the object or controller or what it is, joint or things do you want, and just load the driver. Now you're getting the both of them. Important thing is you cannot key everything. Here it is one by one, so the direction do you want, so you need to choose. So for now we're just saying very simple, Y direction, which is up, and now we have two, so click and drag, so you will select all of them. But if you want, you can also select some of the objects that are in the list, but for now we want everything. And you can of course click and drag, so it will just select all of them, or if you want have only for translate or rotation or whatever thing it is. But for now we just put everything without visibility because I don't want to add it. So basically when you are ready, just press keys. So this one is your standard key. This will remember all the position and rotation for these things. Now I want to this one go up or down. So the next things, when it is down, I want to rotate my object there, and maybe this one the opposite side, and kind of things like this. Now I go to my controller or set driving key and press key. So what happened now? When it is up, is going to default, and when it is down, it's getting to this position. So let's see, I want to add another one. So I want to be like more up, maybe I want to this one rotate this side, and the second the other side. Let's just key it. So what we get now? Now we're getting this side and this side, so up and down. So it is depend how many times do you want to key the default the different things. So the next things I will also show you we have inside SDK, it is the loop option. So you know you cannot continue keying if you want to loop some things. So here I want to make it instead of the Y in the Z, so I just select Z, and the object the same things, and make sure they are on the 0, and just keying it. So now has been keying. Now I think move it about 2. When it be moving about 2, so I need select. That's selecting only this one. So I just select this one, and I want this one to rotate in this direction about 360. You think, okay, it is the same position. Yeah, that is because we want to loop, and when you want to loop something, you need the need to come to the back to the same position. So I just keying it. But if I move it like this way, you can see it is actually moving, but you will not see it when you changing it. So the next thing is, there was 2 I have, now I want to go to a negative of 2, but for now I just show you the 2 because it is the same principle. But let me show you also the other. So we're just putting it to the negative of 2, go ahead and rotate it in the other side, and I think it is negative of 360, and press key. So what we got, we're rotating and so on. Okay, so the thing is, I want to be, when I move, I need this one continue by rotating, which is stopping. So how we can do this? Well, that is easy. The thing you need to know, which object has been moved, which is this, and go to Windows, Animation Editor, Graph Editor. Now you have more in one graph, but so you need what was I have done. So which one of these I have, you can selecting it to see it. It was, I think it was the rotation Y. So in this one I will to find the rotation Y. So here is the rotation Y. Be sure the same name, yeah. So the thing we want to do, selecting it, the best way is to make it linear. And the second thing is this one. It will repeat it this side and the other side. So we just press it. So that's been repeating, and press it again. It be repeating other side also. So what we got now, when I continue and continue, as you can see, it's looping forever or infinity. So is this way. So as I loop or as I move, it's going to loop itself. So that was how you can make a loop and how you can make the basic. And the last thing I will show you, how can I add this blend shape to this one by this controller. So now we have using remember the thing, sometimes if you have using the same let's say we have using the translate Z, sometimes you cannot use it again, so you need to have a second controller, which is the child, this one, and the parent to move it. And sometimes if it was like the object need to be in the parent option to be moved there. If it is not, so it will also give some of problem. The example, there are a video with cars tires, which it will not work if we just parenting the controller to the object itself and move all together, so it will not work. So it is better you have a root object, everything has been controlled to this, so you have the same things. Yeah, so now we need just only go ahead and add a blank shape to it. In the Maya 2070 and now it is Maya 2018 has been changed a lot of things, or not a lot of things, but the blend shape has been changed. So how can I select this? Well, if you go to sculpting, go to the, close this, I think it was this blend shape. Here we have the blend shape. So you need to right click on it and say select the blend shape node. When you have to do this, you need to go and load the driver. And now that is the blend shape you have, and that is the shark 2, which is this one. So with that, we need also, of course, find which direction we want to be. I use the X direction. If you have another controller, you can choose this, but for this case is this. So everything is good, press key. This is my first key, and I'm moving it this way. So we go ahead and make the blend shape, and then press key. So now the blend shape has been attached to the SDK. So we don't need it anymore. So the last way is how we can put the blend shape, and the other how we can load things, and how we can make just multi-object controller. And in anytime we can also, of course, edit in our SDK, and we can also delete some of this if we want to. So let's see the loop functionality. I don't want it, and I want just to delete it. So how we can do this, if you go back to the graph editor, which was in Windows, animation graph editor, and select the object, and you need also to say, okay, which things I want to remove. This one is rotating in the rotate Y. So by selecting it, go to the Y rotation, that is the grapher. I go select and press delete. So now when I move this, nothing happened, and the reason is I have deleting the SDK from graph editor. So that is a way how to delete, how to put the blend shape, make a loop, and multi-object, and all these things. So thanks for watching.